0.4 cubed, well, that's something I'm going to put into my calculator in a little bit. 1 minus 0.4, we'll call that 0.6. And 5 minus 3, we'll call that 2. All right. Now, this is where we go into the calculator, but let's explain what is actually being said in this statement. So we are saying we want to have 3 heads. The probability of getting a head is 0.4, and we want that to happen 3 times. That's why we are cubing it. If we want to get a head 3 times, that means 2 times we want to get a tails. The probability of a tails is 0.6, and we're squaring it. This right here tells us, well, there are many different ways to get 3 heads and 2 tails. Heads, 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 tails, tails. Heads, tails, tails, heads, heads, and so on and so on. So this right here will correct for the many, many possibilities for how to get 3 heads and 2 tails. We call this in math, I wonder if you all have studied this or not. This is called a combination. Are you familiar with the terms combination and permutation? No. Those mean nothing, or they mean something?
You say permutation?
Combination and permutation. These are 2 a probability term maybe you learned in 8th grade? No.
I tried transmutation.
So combination says, out of the 5 flips, how many ways can I pick 3? Because I want 3 heads. So out of the 5 flips, how many different ways can I get the 3 heads? And the calculator will do all this. So the answer will now be, let's plug this into our calculator. So let me do it on both calculators. So if you have an 8384, let me start there. 8384. And if you don't have the calculator, take the notes down. So on an 8384, you're going to turn it on. And you're going to type in 5. 8384, type in 5. Click Math. Scroll all the way right to PRB. And then go downstairs to NCR, number 3. And then you put in 3. So you put the number upstairs, NCR, the number downstairs. And if you go ahead and do that, ideally you should get 10. 8384 people, do we get 10? Norma? One more time. So you first type this at top number 5. Then you click Math. You go scroll all the way right to say PRB on the rightmost side. And then number 3 is NCR. C for combination. And then you put 3 after the NCR. Do you get the 10? Frida, you got 10? Okay. Inspire, folks, you go to the calculate screen. You again type in, so you go to calculate screen. And then you type menu. Is there menu? Yeah, menu. You go down to probability. So menu, probability. Then you go to combinations, number 3. Click enter. And then you type in 5, 3. Do you get it? 10? 10? Okay. So does anybody, either calculator, need the steps repeated? We'll come for tutorial next?
Yeah. Today?
No, tomorrow. Okay, so anybody need the steps repeated? Okay, great. So now we've got that this is 10. We just calculated the combination part. So that's 10 times 0.4 cubed. You can do that on your calculator. Times 0.6 squared, and you should get an answer. Please go ahead and do that and verify. And again, if you don't have a calculator, look on with those who do. Make sure you're able to do this. And what I got was 0.2304. Are others getting that? 0.2304. So again, we go solve the combination. Then it's times 0.4 cubed times 0.6 squared. Questions? All right. Let's keep on rolling. Yep. So can you stop and restart?